Welcome back. It's just about 6:45 now. A bipartisan attempt to rebuke President Trump over his trade policy has fallen short in the Senate. The resolution would have effectively blocked his global tariffs by revoking the emergency order that he used to enact them. Well, we want to go live to Scripps News national correspondent Joe St. George in D.C. And Joe, this was a close vote.
Well, it was, and I think it's important to note that this thing was really never going to go anywhere. The House was never going to take this up, but what this vote was a real good test case. It was a temperature check, if you will, on just how much patience Republicans have with President Trump right now and his trade agenda and all these tariffs that have been dominating the news the last several weeks. They're looking at, Republican senators are looking at the same economic forecasts we are that are really flashing red lights, danger, danger ahead. But for the moment, Republican leaders in the Senate are giving President Trump some leeway here. They have some patience to let him do what the president says these tariffs will ultimately do. The president often says, be patient here. He believes this will supercharge the American economy. He thinks it'll mean more manufacturing back in the U.S., maybe in a place like Pueblo that has seen factories close over the years. Additionally, the president believes that new trade deals will happen that will ultimately improve trade globally with the United States. But remember, the polls are the polls. People are feeling pretty down about the economy right now, and Republicans in Congress, many of them at least, have to run for re-election next year where the president doesn't. But for the moment, they're letting the president do his thing, and I think that's the most noteworthy development here. As far as where things stand with the tariffs, the Port of Los Angeles is reporting a 35% drop in the number of products expected next week. I think we're beginning to see the impacts now of tariffs. Remember, most of the things you're seeing on your shelves at the big box stores in southern Colorado, those came into the U.S. pre-tariff. Those will be sold eventually come May, end of May. That's when these tariffs are going to kick in. And I'm going to leave you with one more quote on this, and that is from the president yesterday, speaking about tariffs. Well, maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30, and maybe the $2 will cost a couple bucks more. Almost an acknowledgement from Trump that change, at least with prices, may be on the horizon.